Hello, 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 hello. Mic check, mic check. Okay, I got my mic on and everything. This time I'm not muted. Welcome to the Black Man Unfiltered Network. And we're going to have another, we're going to save some lives again today. At least we're going to, do a mock draft if we had to give somebody advice on what are they doing wrong, because they're asking the question. And so we're here to give them some answers. And it just happens to be a couple of ladies. So welcome, everybody. I'm going to just kind of ramble for a while people get in, before we kind of get started. And listen, I just want to let everybody know that my birthday is next Sunday. And it'll be not next Sunday, but Sunday the 26th, right before Memorial Day. I don't know what I'm going to cook. I may go out, tell my wife to, buy me dinner, for the first time in the marriage. I'm only joking. So guess what? So I got a little fun fact. My youngest daughter and I are born on the same day. Yeah, the old man is 41 years older than she is. Yep. So we're going to celebrate the day together. We've been doing it it'll be 25 years for her. So she's right there at the sweet spot. Good evening. Guess that Kingbra 111. Hey, how you doing? Good evening. Yeah, so we should have some fun tonight, and stay around. So when we show these videos, maybe you can help us solve some of these marital woes for some of these ladies who are looking for love. At least the second one. The first one we did a couple of months ago, but I'm gonna get into that. So I was just talking about what I'm gonna do for my birthday on Sunday. Probably watch some basketball, a little bit of that. Trying to figure out what I'm going to eat, because I'm still trying to shed some more pounds, but I'm taking off that day. So whatever they put in front of me, I'm gobbling, but I can't throw down the way I used to. So anyway, listen. So today what we have for you is a lady. She says she can't find anyone to share her life with. And so she's asking us, at the BMU network, what is she doing wrong? And we have to find a way to solve her issue, at least talk about it. Now, we don't have to be on her side. If she's doing something wrong, I expect everybody to say what you think she's doing wrong. I think I actually put some comments into the video when she put it up there. So So I definitely told her what I think she should be doing as opposed to how she's doing it, but she never responded, and I didn't expect it to. But anyway, it's good. Every so often, it's good to see these kind of videos. So just a couple of things about this lady we're going to see. She's a white lady, so, but that's immaterial, kind of, because looking for love is looking for love, no matter what you are, black, white, indifferent, whatever. So, so she said she's done a lot of introspection, right? She said she's been to therapy, she's talked to friends, she's talked to her married relatives and all this kind of good stuff. And everybody keeps telling her that she's doing things wrong and she's sick of it. Yeah, so we're going to let her tell it. So she no longer thinks she's the problem. Now, when we see her video, you guys could be the judge of that, whether we think she's still a problem or not. One of the things that I think what's missing, what we'll find is missing from the video, so this is not going to be a mystery, so I'm going to tell you right now. But what's missing from the video is she doesn't give any examples of dates that have gone wrong. You know what I'm saying? She hasn't done any of that. So, yeah, we're definitely going to do the black girl first. I just looked at the back chat. Hold on, so yeah, we got that straight, BMU. Anyway, so she doesn't give any examples of, dates that's going wrong or prospects. So she doesn't talk about any prospects that she's looking at. So that got me to thinking, I wonder how many RMOs she has in her life. RMOs. RMOs are, random male orbiters. How many random male orbiters does she has in her life? And how many of those guys probably would make good husbands, or good for her, the way she says it, partners, like all the modern women do. Hey, Paul Bennett, how you doing, man? So if you can stick around, that'd be good too. You might like this one. Anyway, so she has random male orbiters, and it got me to thinking a little bit further. This is a little bit tangential, but you know how men are when we're young. We measure, our, I guess, prowess with the ladies on how many notches we could put her on the belt. And, and women try to match us with that, right? Because of course they could do better than us because they're women. So, but it sounds kind of, 304-ish when they talk about how many, Johnsons they can hang on to. And the truth of the matter is that's really no accomplishment for a woman if she really thinks about it. That's not a big deal for a woman. It's a much bigger deal for a man. So I believe women, a better metric for women and how well they're doing in the marketplace is how many RMOs they have around them. How many random male orbiters do you have around doing your bidding and not giving them anything? They're giving you all the emotional support you need. They're buying you food. They're buying you gifts. They're doing all this kind of stuff, and you ain't giving them. Maybe you give them some dirty bath water once in a while. So the chicks who have a bunch of random male orbiters, that's how you measure your success. All the guys you say no to. Anyway, but that's just one of the ways. But if you're selfish with it, it'll backfire you. You know why it's going to backfire? Because one of those guys will probably make you the best husband you ever have in your life. And you're going to miss it because he ain't exciting enough. And that'll be your loss. Anyway, so let's just get back to why we're here. One of the things I'm going to do is a couple of months ago, we did a similar kind of video. And a girl was asking, when she asked herself a question, why am I still single? And that one was pretty interesting. We had a pretty long feed on that one, but we went all over the place. But so it was a black girl, black lady, and she was asking why she's still single. And she said a couple of things. And it's funny, I liked her. I thought she had a bunch of potential. But everybody else on the panels just saw the red flags. And I was wondering, man, you guys are a little hard on the chick, man. She's a modern woman. She was 30, I think 31 at the time, 30, 31. And she kind of speaks like a modern woman. But since she was asking about being married, I thought that should at least give her a couple of, chits in her bank account, right? I mean, she's asking. That means she wants somebody to share some life with. So, then she went on to say a couple of things. So we're going to see her video first in a minute. Um, and then we could, so the reason why I'm doing that is I want to just go backwards for a second because we could compare and contrast what she says to the second woman who is the real subject of this live feed. But, we can get something out of because they're both looking for love. But I'm not so sure they would be looking for it in the same fashion, in the same way. Their discriminators definitely are going to be different. And one, I think, did some the first one did some self-reflection, and she wasn't fighting it. She had a little bit of accountability with where she was at. The second one, you'll see for yourself when we get to that video, and I believe that BMU is going to let me know when that's ready and when we get to that one. So I was going to just wait for a little while. So when we play it, some more people might be in the back chat and all this kind of stuff, but they could catch up because we might play it more than once throughout the whole stream. So let me see if, just bear with me for a second. Let's see who else is around. Anybody else around in here? Say hello in the chat if you're around, so we know you're here. And I can shout you out and say hello. I see you, Paul Bennett. And I see my other guy who's here. And I mean, I know everybody is, again, working, just getting home, trying to sit down and relax a little bit, get a meal in them before they go on the YouTube. As for me, every day is like a holiday. What can I say? Your guys will get there. You'll get there one day. Oh, man. So anyway, and then what we do after we see the first clip, maybe even the second one, anybody wants to come up and share I got a bunch of questions I'm going to ask based on the videos. And then anybody wants to come up, and we can just chop it up. Like I said, I don't have the definitive answers. I just got, some questions and my own thoughts, and everybody's thoughts are welcome, right? Just like the last time, which I thought was pretty good because I actually, like I said, I like that girl. The second one, she's cute. I was going to give some kind of adjective or whatever you call it to describe how I think she feels, but I think we'll let everybody do that on their own. And then we'll talk about it. So, give it a couple more minutes. Hey, Randy, how you doing? All right. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. All right. How you doing? Yeah. So you're right on time. So we haven't played the first video yet, and maybe you could chime in too. Everybody who don't want to come up can chime in the chat what they think about the person. So, what else do I have here? Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and anytime BMU, let's play the who's this? Hey man, what's going on, RBN? How you doing, man?
Hey.
All right, man. So you know what the topic is for today, right? Again, it sounds like you might have been a little low.
What'd you say?
Okay, now I thought it was a little low. Maybe it was just mine.
No, it's the microphone's in.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be like this $400 microphone, man. This sucker only work when I'm right in front of it. It's supposed to be like multi-directional.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
I came off to show off my new set.
Yeah, man, it looks good. It looks good. It does.
Yeah, I'm having a rebranding party on next Monday. So
okay,
but no, I can't find anyone to share my life with. And what am I missing? Actually, I like the topic.
Yeah, so we're gonna show. A couple of months ago, I did one on another sister, and she was looking for. She was asking why she's not married. So when we came up, we were just talking about. We listened to her video, and we went and said, "Well, can we? If we were giving advice, what would we tell her?" And that's kind of where we're at now. So, BMU, if you can play the first video, And it's a short video, so if we have
I
to
don't
play it more
have
than
any
once, that's cool.
kids. I'm 31. I don't have any kids. I got a credit score of 803 exact. Recently pulled. I have 2 paid off cars. I'm about to close on my first house this year in May. I'm not toxic at all. I got a big booty. I'm releasing an app on iOS and Android. I work hard as fuck. I'm not clingy, but I'll always make sure my partner feels appreciated. Okay, so I don't cook, but I can. I can learn. And it's not like I don't know how to cook, but I just don't cook as much as I should. I'm probably not as feminine as the average feminine female, but I wear heels, I dress up. I just feel like I have a very dominant personality. I'm 5'8" in my head, but 5'4" on paper. I've never actually lived with a partner before. I'm just trying to figure out, how am I not married with 5 kids running around? Like, what the fudge am I doing wrong? Most people say, oh, I don't give people a chance. Yes, I do. I have boundaries, though. And I don't let people fuck me over. I'm going to say more than 3 times, because I give chances. I even give you a second chance. But it's so easy for me to just walk the fuck out once you start playing with me. But I still don't understand how I'm still single.
Oh Lord, my fucking God.
Go ahead. Okay,
I'm 31. I don't have any
You got to
kids.
play
I
it
got a
again.
credit score of 803 exact. Recently pulled. I have 2 paid off cars. I'm about to close on my first house this year in May. I'm not toxic at all. I got a big booty. I'm releasing an app on iOS and Android. I work hard as fuck. I'm not clingy, but I'll always make sure my partner feels appreciated. Okay, so I don't cook, but I can. I can learn. And it's not like I don't know how to cook, but I just don't cook as much as I should. I'm probably not as feminine as the average feminine female, but I wear heels, I dress up. I just feel like I have a very dominant personality. I'm 5'8" in my head, but 5'4" on paper. I've never actually lived with a partner before. I'm just trying to figure out, how am I not married with 5 kids running around? Like, what the fudge am I doing wrong? Most people say, oh, I don't give people a chance. Yes, I do. I have boundaries, though. And I don't let people fuck me over. I'm going to say more than 3 times, because I give chances. I even give you a second chance. But it's so easy for me to just walk the fuck out once you start playing with me. But I still don't understand how I'm still single.
Yeah, all right, we got it. So what do you think, RBN? What do you think, man?
Good Lord. There's so much. That woman said so much in that little minute clip. It ain't even funny. But to answer her first question, I mean, there's a number of reasons why she's not married. Number one, and this is not about if she's cute or not. She doesn't look like a wife. She doesn't look like one.
Okay.
She has a bull ring and a neck tattoo.
Right.
What man that she's going to respect and value, that she's going to wants a wife with a bull ring and a neck tattoo?
Okay.
On that high yellow skin of hers. You know what I mean?
It stands out big time.
It stands out big time. Shout out to her natural hair.
Yes.
Love it. Love it. Love the dreads. I don't care if it's, shout out to her natural hair. But the first thing is, she doesn't look like a wife. She doesn't look like, when the average Joe thinks about what his wife looks like, it's not that.
Well, let me ask you a question before you go further on that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, well, let's just say guys getting married today. Are they really that much of a stickler? Hey, what's up, Big Ant? Yeah, but are they really that much? I mean, I don't know. Like marriages today, who knows when people are getting married? I know the neck tattoo, definitely for a real good guy who's like corporate. Yeah, he's not going to want a woman with a neck tattoo. She can get rid of that shit. She would have to.
She can't get rid of it. I mean, without discoloration of herself, she can't get rid of that. That's going to be. Here's the thing.
So that's what makeup is for, correct?
Yeah, most of us are accepting women, lesser versions of women, because that's all that's out here.
That's what I'm saying.
And so it's not that we want that. It's it's kind of like when I made on several months ago on This Might Be Risky, when I told the fellas and they wanted to fist fight me, when I told them you're telling black men to not accept baby mamas, but 75% of black women are baby mamas.
Right.
If a black man wants a black woman, he's gonna get a woman with children. There's almost no way around that. It's not preferable, but that's what we got to choose from.
Well,
and most black men are not going overseas. Most black men are not getting white women or Hispanic women.
No.
Most of us are 80% of us are gonna wind up with a person who looks like us. So it's trying to take the least shitty, the a lot of stuff was covered in shit. The least covered shit thing, trying to make something with it.
Okay, before you go on, okay, one thing, she doesn't have any children.
Okay, great.
Right. So she doesn't have any children. She's 31. I think she's 30. Yeah, no children. And so that's a plus, I guess. If you're going down in the barrel.
That's
but what else did you see? What else did you see? I mean, of course, most women leave with their bona fides,
Yeah, listen, the fact that she's 31 and ain't nobody trying to rock her down, she's a whole problem. She has, and she alluded to the fact that she has a lot of behavior problems. And now she didn't say I got behavior problems. She said I'm dominant, which is code word for I got a lot of behavior problems.
Well, you know what? Let me ask you another question on this, and because she's not the primary focus, because the next one you're really gonna like. Is that kind of almost, forget about the babies for a second, but isn't that kind of all the women now? Especially, we just saw the black girl magic in full display in Congress, God damn it, and for heaven's sake. I mean, are you gonna find, where are the real feminine women at? Forget about the baby mamaism. Is that even a thing anymore, hardly, if you're looking for that?
Feminine women, this is the way she described being feminine. She described it in the way she dressed. And she has no idea that it's primarily about how she conducts and carries herself.
Right.
And so a lot of our women are paying, check this out. So your generation of women, let me not do that. So our women has not had a plethora of women to model what feminine behavior looks like. Our pain. Let me tell you something. When I grew up, I'm 46 years old. So I grew up in the church, right? Let me tell you when I found out that I like women. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm talking about the church now. There was this gaggle of women that came that was in the church, and I came from a pretty large church. And one day, I took notice of this one particular woman. I was about 13 years old. I took notice of the way she walked. The way this woman walked was the day I think that started my puberty. Our pain. Now, that, a woman can get you by the way she walk.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
By the way she smiled, by the way she tilt her head.
Right.
You know what I mean? The way she looked. And if she put all those combinations together, and this is without her saying a fucking word.
Right.
It is a bona fide piece of art that they do. And a lot of women in my generation have never been taught how to do that.
That's right.
Women today walk like dudes or pit bulls.
Let me ask you. Okay, yeah, we're not going to dispute that. Okay, let's just ask this question about this lady: is anything redeemable? Because and the reason why I asked that, I'm asking that question specifically because she's asking for somebody in her life. We ain't pushing it on her. She's asking for it. So does that give her some leeway to say that maybe I'm flexible to learn?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. All right.
But it's going to take a guy that she somewhat likes.
All the way likes. Not just somewhat, all the way likes.
I'll give it that. Because, here's the thing. The now
Easy money, man. This one, he's getting
right.
started. We just got started. Easy money, god damn it.
Right.
Well, let us get warmed up first.
Femininity is weird. Listen, we are the recipients and the procurers of femininity, brother. So we can discuss it all day long.
We're the customer, god damn it. We're the customer. Oh, shit,
no, she's asking for help. What's the first? What's the first thing to correct the problem? Is to admit that you got one.
Yeah. Well, so that's her thing. So we kind of hit this one a couple of months ago. I was the only one who thought she had redeeming qualities. Everybody else was just order like I'm listening to her. I mean, I was saying, God, man, you know what? If I was here today and we had the pool of women that we have, either you have the 25% that are gems, right? Because I want to even challenge that 75% of the women have kids now. It depends on what age they are. What age group are we talking about? Because there's new women coming into adulthood every year.
Yes.
Black ones, right? So, and a lot of them don't have kids. It just depends on how young you want to go. So if we're looking at 18 to 25 and educated, that's different than looking at 25 to 30 and people who've been out ruined for their whole adult 20s and make a mistake. So I think there's more women out there to choose from than looking at just hard statistics, depending on how old you are and how deep you want to go to find.
If you are my age group, I'm 46. I know there are a bunch of 40-something-year-old guys who want a 20-something-year-old woman. Most of us don't.
No.
We want a woman in her 30s. You know what I mean? But let me tell you something. With her, I don't even think the tattoo and the ring bull is the most problematic thing about her. Okay. I think the first place I would start with is if me and her was sitting down having a conversation, I would ask, and I saw this video, I would ask her, why does she believe all of her value is in money?
Yes.
Why does she believe? That's a good one. Why does she believe that is where why does she think that's what attracts us to her, is how accomplished she is? Why does she feel like that's something that men value?
Let's stop right there. That's a universal question to almost all of these women.
Yes.
They all lead with that shit, man. All of them. You know, like they talk. You know what? It's funny because when I first heard her say she was looking for a partner, I thought that she was batting for the other side. Yeah. And I looked at some more of her stuff. Partner. Yeah. So
you know a wife ain't no partner. You know that. A wife is
we had a nice show on that one, by the way, just Monday. It was good.
A wife is a wife.
But go ahead. No, continue saying what. Hey, listen, everybody in the chat, hello, man. I see some of you folks coming up. You know. Hey, Gregory Scotland there you go. Almond Eyes, Travel One. Oh my God. Reckless Ray. What you got for us today, Travel One? Oh my God. Listen, you know what? Hey, BMU, if you can play that video one more time, we got more people in the chat. They could look at it. Number one.
I don't have any kids. I got a credit score of 803 exact. Recently pulled. I have 2 paid off cars. I'm about to close on my first house this year in May. I'm not toxic at all. I got a big booty. I'm releasing an app on iOS and Android. I work hard as fuck. I'm not clingy, but I'll always make sure my partner feels appreciated. Okay, so I don't cook, but I can learn. And it's not like I don't know how to cook, but I just don't cook as much as I should. I'm probably not as feminine as the average feminine female, but I wear heels, I dress up. I just feel like I have a very dominant personality. I'm 5'8" in my head, but 5'4" on paper. I've never actually lived with a partner before. I'm just trying to figure out, how am I not married with 5 kids running around? Like, what the fudge am I doing wrong? Most people say, oh, I don't give people a chance. Yes, I do. I have boundaries, though. And I don't let people fuck me over, I'm going to say more than 3 times, because I give chances. I even give you a second chance. But it's so easy for me to just walk the fuck out once you start playing with me. But I still don't understand how I'm still single.
I tell you what, man, I like her voice, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Sometimes, man, listen to ladies just like screeching on a daggone chalkboard, but I like her
Let me
voice.
say something. She doesn't take counsel well because somebody told her that you don't give people a chance, and she, no, I don't. That's how people are experiencing you. And then 2, she got on a tracksuit. She's always ready to run. First sign of trouble, she don't like something.
So you don't believe when she said give check? Look, Lana S says she says she's dominant. What I'm trying to say is I've seen more women more hard than what she portrayed in that video. I don't know. Maybe I'm a soft touch. And maybe I kind of, maybe to me it would look like a challenge. If she was my girl, I think she'd be just fine after I straighten her ass out.
After you straighten her out, but you have to straighten her out first.
But listen, well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. There's levels to that, right? Because every man who marries a woman has to do some level of level setting.
Yes.
It depends on how much you want to do. That's the key.
Yeah, it depends on how much you want to do. Absolutely. The lady I was with, man, Lord have mercy. It's just it was like I had to walk away because it was like trying to build something from scratch. You know what I mean? It was horrible. It was horrible. I liked her a lot, but my fucking God, it was literally one of the hardest conversation I ever had with her, our pain, was the fact that I had to tell her that she was probably a permanent side chick.
Oh my God.
I had to look, and I didn't tell her that to be mean or nothing like that. I told her, I said, you spent your whole life in the number 2 position. No one has ever come through your world and put you in the number 1 position so you know how to act, behave, or at least have a little bit of experience in a number 1 position. A number 1 position comes with responsibilities. It comes with expectations. It comes with a lot of things that you are not accustomed to. It comes with a behavior set point. Yes, and I said, you act and interact with me, and you move with me like a number 2. And I said, I'm okay with that if you are coachable to be led into a number 1 position, but you're not. You've been a number 2 for so long, you're no longer coachable. Did you get married to her? Did you get married? You got married, right? I was married for 12. Yeah, I think I know that already. So let me ask you one question on you, and you can answer if you. Why did you go to the extra mile because you knew all these things beforehand, right? Before you got married, right? Kind of. Or well, did you? This wasn't with my wife. This was a recent woman. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Okay. My wife. We've been apart since. Okay. This is a new deal. I'm with you. Yeah. So Take Heed, how you doing? Hello, how you doing? Take Heed. Thanks for dropping by. A lot of men today are gonna have to. A lot of our women, and they don't believe this about themselves because they're arrogant, but a lot of our women don't believe that most of them are total rebuilds. Oh yeah. And they don't. And a lot of women think that. Here's the thing, our pain. A lot of our women have elected to be in relationships or have children by problematic men. And these men are so damn problematic that the women have spent little to no time in these relationships having to deal with their problematic behavior. So when they finally get to a guy, like a TJR Payne, they get to a guy, I know you're married, but get to a guy like TJR Payne, and they're saying, no, this behavior is trash. It's probably the first time that they've ever hearing it. Or you go, no, we're not operating this way. It's the first time that they've been told that the way that they operate and the way that they think is problematic, because the men that they've been with have been so problematic. It's easy for they've been so focused on those men's behaviors and what they've been doing to their relationships and the chaos that they've been bringing into their lives. They've never had to deal with them as a human being. Well, that's true. And after I say this, we're going to hit the second clip. After I say this, one of the things that is a universal thing, both men and women, and like even for my daughters, I have to just be truthful. They're so focused on their jobs, even though their mindset aren't what I see like here in these spaces. But their number 1 thing is not getting married.
Their mother was that way, and we talked to them. But they wanted to do the modern girl. Not, I don't want to say the sexual things. I kind of know my daughters, and I know what kind of my one daughter had one boyfriend that she was with for a year or so. That broke up, and then she just went back about her business. And my youngest daughter, I think the men are the last thing on her mind. She likes her music, her architecture, and reading her books. And just because she comes home, so she's still living with me. So I kind of really know her habits. She's just to herself. So, and I worry about it because I talk about what's going on later on. I said, your youth is the best time in your life. I told them about college and that those guys to be the place where you have the best pool of men to put in your Rolodex, because these guys are your future leaders. So if you don't lose sight of those guys, but nothing happened for them. But here's the key. We started telling people to get married later, both men and women. And I think that was one of our generation's first big mistake, right? Because here's a natural thing that we're finding out. When the two are moldable, they don't have two nickels to rub together. But if they wanted to build something, it's all in the Bible. As two, they can get shit done if they were good enough in their vows and their marriage to actually build a future together, right? And when that happens younger, both of them are bendable, moldable, malleable enough that they can ebb and flow with each other. So, but when you're in your 30s, that screen door that was there between you when you were in your 20s becomes like a fucking bank vault for both of you, right? You're so stuck in your way, even opening that door to get anything through, it's airtight. So the level of commitment people have to do later in life like that is so tremendous that people say, why even bother? I reached 39, I'm stuck in my ways. And a man will say some of the same things. Shit, man, I'm not ready to grow a woman who's 40 years old. She's grown. She don't want to hear shit, So it's hard. So that's why we gotta universally start telling people, you don't have to be in your 20s. You don't have to be 21, 22. But after you get out of college, you should be looking at 26, 25, 26, 27, where there's still some possibility that you could grow together through some of the turmoil and all that shit, and work it out. And that'll make a stronger marriage later on. Because what we're finding out with women, the more dick you have, the worse your trauma is. Yep. And they all don't know. That's what they're talking about when they hit their 30s.
They're supposed to be able to bond to a man, but they can't do it because they've had too many things.
Not even, but just even if they were like moderate, right? The more lovers they have, the more trauma that these situations, these relationships are bullshit. You're either married or you're not. So they're really all situational ships.
Yes.
And then when they fall apart, it really seems to hurt the women a lot more than it hurts the men. And they carry that shit on.
What do you mean by hurt more?
I mean, they're fucking psychologically. They always talk. I mean, when's the last time you heard men talk about trauma?
We don't use that term. That's I hate when I hear men say my trauma toxic. I want to punch him in the fucking face.
What are you talking about?
I want to punch him in the goddamn face.
Hey,
I got a side note. Our pain. It's a brief side note. So I was in Home Depot yesterday, right? I was on the phone with one of my female coworkers, and she was talking about that she was teaching her 13-year-old daughter how to cut grass. Okay. And then so I said, well, what about your son? She has a 9-year-old about to be 10 this year, right? I said, what about your son? She goes, well, he's not strong enough. And I said, what? I'm in the middle of Home Depot. I said to her, you're the reason why so many young black men are out here sucking dick now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. She needed to hear that.
Because you think your men are weak. You think your little boy is weak. Why do you think your little boy is weak when he can, and your 13-year-old daughter is strong? Why would you think that? But the little 9-year-old is a little young. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. No, that's just a side note. It just
that's easy money, Jones.
But a lot of times, as far as not telling us the right thing, or we did the wrong thing by my generation, whatever, we tend to perpetuate not doing the right thing once we're taught right the night. That's what made me prompt that, because I remember at 8, 9 years old, I knew how to cook hot dogs, rice, make some toast. I was cutting grass. See, I grew up. Pain, you gonna notice, because this is why my generation need to fight your generation. I grew up not with a gas powered lawnmower, but one of them push mowers with them blades on it. Yeah. A lot of them don't know nothing about that, and ours was dull and rusty.
Funny.
And it had to be cut just as good as the guy across the street with the gas powered lawnmower. So I'm at that age doing that with a manual grass cutter, and you mean to tell me you can't train an 8, 9 year old? Now I got nephews. Right. They with me, my father. My father's side of the family is male dominant. These boys are doing all kind of stuff.
Right. And we know the reason. We know that it's an issue with women raising boys. Hey, BMU, play that second video.
Yeah, let's see the second video.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's what are we gonna do? As well, if he's back there.
Quick question: are you fucking kidding me? Like, I am so sick and tired of just everything right now. Everyone is so quick to say, stop doing this, stop thinking like this, stop telling me I'm wrong. I have literally convinced myself at this point, based on everything that everyone's telling me, my therapist, my family, my friends, that I'm just doing everything wrong. I'm healing wrong. I'm thinking wrong. I'm training wrong. I'm doing relationships wrong. Everything I do is fucking wrong. And I'm so sick of it. Stop comparing. It's not even about comparison. Like, I genuinely just want love in my life so badly. It's literally not about anyone else. It's just about me and what I want. And being fucking over the fact that I don't have it. I feel like I have done so much work on myself. I have built a beautiful life for myself. I'm happy with my life where I'm at, my job. I'm successful. I'm independent. I'm healthier than I've ever been. I take such good care of myself. Truly, the only thing I'm missing in my life is someone to enjoy it with. And I'm so sick of waiting. Like, when is it going to be my turn? What more do I have to do to fix myself before I'm just allowed to be happy? Before I'm allowed to meet this universe soulmate person that God supposedly has for me? How much harder do I have to pray and manifest and wait? I feel like I'm being punished for something I didn't do. And I'm just so tired. I'm so tired. I don't expect a lot. I just want love in my life so bad. I want my life partner. Am I just supposed to be alone? Like, is that the message? That this beautiful life I've built for myself, like, it's just supposed to be me in it alone? Like, I know I have my dog and I love him so much, but like, I need love. All of my friends have their fiancés and their boyfriends and their husbands that they prioritize. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I've been left behind. And I really just want to find that person that matches my energy and wants to build a life with me. Is that so hard? Quick question. Are you fucking kidding me?
You can stop that right now. Yeah. All right, Ben. So what's your observation?
So I guess these are going to get progressively worse, right?
It's just two. It's just two of them, you know.
First of all, she already identified her problem. She already identified it, which is stop telling me I'm wrong. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say.
Right.
I just want what I want. Shut the fuck up and give me what I want. But all of her friends are getting engaged or getting married, and she's being left behind. And I guarantee you, because white women are a little bit different than sisters, they're telling your punk ass that you wrong.
Right.
Shut the fuck up and grow some titties. I'm just saying.
She's in great shape, man. Who just came up? Hey, what's going on, Easy Money? What you got to say? You've been here from the beginning, man. Go ahead and say what the hell you gonna say, man. Go ahead and disrupt my show, goddamn. Go ahead. I'm only joking, man. Go ahead.
What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Can y'all hear me?
No, you just popped in. Go ahead. No, now we can't hear you.
All right, cool. Now I can hear you.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
Hey.
Go ahead, man. Easy. Well, what you got to say, brother?
So, all right. So, I mean, what we talking about the video?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we're talking about the topic, the video, the girl. Whatever.
All right. So, I'll start with the video and then kind of work backwards. So, that young lady, something's kind of off there. Like, if she's doing all that work in order to get a spouse or a partner or whatever, she hustling backwards. Like, the work that you're doing is about making yourself better for you. So, like, she's already shooting at the wrong basket just by saying she's doing all this work to get a partner, because that's not how that works. That's not how the game goes. And she's really got to figure out what she's doing the work for, and if the work is really working for her. The other stuff, I think you guys are talking about women are different now and they're more masculine and all. Like, can we get out of rest? Can we stop with the talking point stuff?
Well, hold on for a second. Wait a minute. You know what? It's just tangential to the conversation. I mean, women. Listen, I'm thinking the woman had some redeemable qualities. So you're not listening fully. I don't even like calling women masculine, because what they're doing is just not feminine. They don't know how to wield masculinity. So I can't stand calling women masculine, but it's just part of the parlance here, right? I mean, so if you're going to be on YouTube, you're going to hear some of the goddamn parlance. We got a vernacular here as well. So, but that's besides the point. I didn't see any problem with the first girl's dominance, right? Because they've been on their own a little bit. They're going to be a little bit more dominant. The longer they stay on their own, every fucking woman is going to be a little bit more dominant. Every woman. Right.
Well, I mean, not just that, but she came off to me a bit like one of these red pill incel dudes who think that they're accomplishments.
Or the first one?
No, the first one. So that lady was talking about she got, the PhD, the master's degree, the ABC, the app. She about to drop a mixtape, and all that stuff is cool. But that in and of itself is not going to be appealing to someone who wants to see you as a long-term partner. And so, like, you think about the men who like, well, I said hello, I opened the door. What do you mean she don't want me? It's the same thing, just on the other side. Like, just because you do certain things does not mean that you're entitled to a spouse or to love or none of that stuff. Like, that's cool for your resume, but like that in and of itself is not going to, that doesn't tell me what type of wife you're going to be, what type of mother you're going to be.
RBN said the same thing. Like, here's my thing. I think, again, one of the curses of the modern time is that almost all the women I hear, whether we like them or not, they always want to give you their bona fides. They always want to do that, because that's something they get from men, right? In terms of, they think that, remember, they don't understand how men think, right? So when we talk to each other, we look at accomplishment in a kind of way because we need to be accomplished in order to do the things we want to do, right? For them, they look at it as a badge of courage. I can do what men do, right? Other than the fact that, wait a minute, let me just say this, but the truth of the matter, they're just being adults. If you're not married, you got to do these things, right? So that shouldn't take away that shouldn't take away your femininity. It shouldn't take away any of these things. But if you have some hard knocks in life, you may be a little rough around the edges. But both girls right? Let's not lose sight of this. Both of them say they're looking for love. They're looking for quote unquote partners, which is a word I can't stand. And let me just, and I'm gonna let you get back there. One of the things I asked, I put it in her comments for the second lady. I said, "Are you looking for a partner, or are you looking for a husband?" Because the answer to that question they're not the same thing. And the first lady, the same thing. Are you looking for a partner? Or are you looking for a husband? That shit means something. Words mean something. They have definitions. And even if I'm not even going biblical, but the Bible says the same fucking thing, right? So I'm just trying to tell you, when a man says partner, like you, because you're kind of close to the honey, you like to talk. I could bet your bottom dollar your definition. This is why you're giving me some shit right now. Your definition of a life partner to you is synonymous with her being your wife. And I'm telling you that shit's not fucking true from when a woman says it. I'm telling you it's not.
Let me tell you.
Why would it be different? I don't understand why it would be different.
Okay, go ahead, RBN.
Well, here's the thing. This is just my opinion. A lot of women get this whole partner bullshit is because my generation have instituted the 50-50 talk with our women. So when they hear 50-50, they hear partner. But I keep saying 50-50 is a myth. 50-50 will sink your relationship. It will sink your marriage. It will sink your family. There's no such thing as we have bought into. I said on This Might Be Risky earlier today that my generation have bought into the okie doke hook, line, and sinker.
There's no what okie doke would that be?
Huh?
50, what okie doke is that? What is that?
That 50-50 works. That our women are our partners, and then also this gender war that we're fighting. Our generation didn't start this shit. We didn't start it. We're the products of it. We're the outcome of the gender war. We're the one that's the living embodiment of what went wrong with the gender war.
Okay, man. Like an easy one, man.
Okay, man. Like you wildin', RB. You wildin'. I'm assuming BMU's gonna come up here and continue to assault my masculinity.
He's chomping at the bit, man. He said, "This is my show. I want to talk. They're holding me back."
No,
anyway, hey BMU, what you got, man? You want to say something or you waiting? Anyway, listen.
He's getting set up. Easy money. What makes me wildin'? Listen, if you were born between 1976 and I would say 89, we are the products of it. We are the products of feminism, single mother homes, the crack generation, gangster. We're the products of that shit.
No, man. No. Black men and women have been having the same conversation since we left the plantation. It's the same thing over and over and over.
That's an absolute lie.
Y'all sit here and y'all talk about women ain't feminine no more. When our grandmothers and our great grandmothers would hunt and shoot and fish and fight and do all this stuff, but all of a sudden the women of today don't do none of that stuff, but they're less feminine than our grandmothers and great grandmothers. Y'all cap, man.
Femininity doesn't have anything to do with it. It's a behavior set.
Yeah, it's a behavior.
My grandmother hunted, fished, and that woman was just as feminist as she want to be. But
that's not how the game goes.
It's a behavior set. See, that's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about when I said we were that we bought the okie doke because we believe stuff that's just not true.
I just want to ask him one pointed question before we move on to BMU. All right.
Yeah.
Easy money. You think that being a life partner is the same as being a husband and a wife? Yes or no?
I never said that.
I'm asking. I'm willing to answer the goddamn question. Yes. Do you believe it's the same?
I think that for you talking about from my personal relationship.
No. I'm just saying when you hear partner, I want a partner to share my life with. Does that says the same thing as that I want a wife or I want a husband? Yes or no?
It could be, yeah.
Okay. You just bullshit now, man. Is it the same or not?
It could be depending on how the person.
So I can't speak for everybody else. If your wife was with you and you were at one of her, if she's working, I don't know if she's still working, she's introducing you to her boss, and she looks at you and you've been together for 13, 20 years, whatever. She said, "Here's my partner, easy money."
She wouldn't say that.
Okay, so that's right.
That's my wife.
She don't say
That's
that.
my wife. I'm her husband. We don't talk like that.
So you think there's a goddamn difference then?
I think it depends on the person that's using it. For me, when I specifically talked about a partner, I'm specifically talking about how we accomplish things on a day-to-day basis. We are partnering together to get things done.
Fulfill your covenant as husband and wife.
I've had enough.
Go ahead, DMU. Go ahead, man.
I've had enough. Easy money. It's time to get cooked. Listen, there is a certain there's differences. There's a difference between a man and a woman, and it is time in this time that we're in right now for men to be men. What happened to the day that men were men? They stood on business. They meant what they said, and they said what they meant, and that's the way it was. Today, you ask a man, what is a woman? They stutter. You ask a man, what is it? Why is your son wearing heels? They stutter. You ask a man anything about partnership in a marriage, they oh, that's the most beautiful thing. Men need to be men. We need to stop this shit. And the reason that, and you know what? Shout out to Mr. He said. Mr. He said the reason that these conversations keep going is because people are not understanding their roles. People are not understanding where they need to be. And I think that a man is a leader. A woman is to help that man in any way that he needs to be helped. And if she's not doing that, she is not doing what it is needed to be a wife, and she should be dismissed immediately. That men need to stop the cap and stop being bitches for their wives and be fucking men. Let your wife know. I'm gonna tell you something. Women love a man who takes charge. I don't give a goddamn where you from, who you know, and who you're around. A woman loves a man that says, baby, we're not doing that. We're doing this. Instead of the men, well, baby, whatever you want to do. It's men out here right now calling their wives, baby, you think we should get the brakes changed on the car? They said it's going to be $49.95. Men need to be men. It's time to grow the fuck up. It's time. All this and easy money. You've been in this chat all day talking all this feminine talk. Listen, you say it's bad for men to talk feminism. Listen, it's weird. It's not, because
femininity. If you're a man, you should know what femininity is. You should be focused on masculinity. Why are you talking about femininity?
Because we're recipients of it.
That's
no, you're not. If you have to talk about it, you're not getting it.
Let me raw it out.
You had easy money. You just bullshit, ain't you?
RBN. This is what I'm gonna say. We talk about pussy. How many of us on the panel's talking about dick? See,
I mean,
when you
y'all, no, they were just talking about dick.
Hold on. Basically, when you said that,
RBN literally just talked about dick.
Basically, when you said that, to me, it sounded like you saying, why y'all not talking about dicks? Why y'all talking about pussy? That's what it sounds like to me. When you said, oh, why y'all should be focusing on masculinity. I'm not worried about our Payne's dick. I'm worried about pussy. I have a right to discuss what it is that I'm receiving. And if you went to a restaurant, you got bad service, you're going to give a bad review of that service. Is that correct? You're not the fucking cook, but you're giving your insight on how bad the food was. I know. I
can't. But see, you're trying to give a review for a restaurant you never been to, brother.
What do you mean?
So when you talk about women aren't feminine, are you talking about your wife specifically?
I'm talking about all of them.
How?
Shit, I'm talking about all of them. If my wife showed any signs of masculinity, I would be single and on the market. I don't listen. This is what I'm trying to tell you, Easy Money. I don't play that shit. I wish my wife was in here now. I wish I could call her. She's with my daughter right now. I wish she was here now, and I'll bring her here, put her on the camera. She'll tell you. No, he don't play that shit. I don't play that gay shit. I don't play that no pussy shit. I don't play none of that shit. If you want to be a man and you want to be treated like a man, you want to talk to me like a man and be disrespectful, your ass is done. You out of here. I'm not putting up with it. That's real talk.
Women be disrespectful to you?
Say what?
Women be disrespectful to you?
No, I don't tolerate it. I don't tolerate disrespect.
So why are you talking about disrespectful women then?
No, because I see them all the time.
Easy money.
Where?
Easy money. I think you get disrespected, low key.
No, I don't have those problems. When have you heard me? I've been coming on your show for almost 2 years now. When have you heard me come up here and talk about women being masculine and disrespectful and talking back? Have you ever heard me talk anything about that?
So why we can't talk about it?
Because why am I talking about it? It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Oh, so, and that's why the community like it is now, because we worried about ourselves and not what's going on around us. Ain't
Right,
that
so
if I don't see it, how can I talk about something I don't see?
You don't see disrespectful women. Easy money, shut the you lied.
No.
Okay, easy, buddy. Hey, okay,
women don't get disrespectful with me, so I don't know their life.
Hold on, time out for a second.
Help us, Jesus.
So let's just let's just forget about Easy Buddy's for his proclivities for a second.
No, this is good for the show. Our pain. Let's keep.
I know, but well, first of all, he's still here, so we're gonna come back. He's gonna say something fucked up again, so we're gonna get another bite of the corn, right? It's not gonna go away. So,
no, it ain't.
That's what I'm saying. So if we had, I want to weave a little bit of what we're talking about because you're gonna say something that's gonna rile us up again. What would you tell the second lady if she asked you for advice mistakenly?
The second lady needs to focus on herself. If she's getting help and going to therapy under the guise of getting a partner, she's doing it wrong. That's not what therapy is for.
Okay. So she said she's been through therapy already. So she said she's in therapy,
she's doing all these changes to her life, and she still can't get a person. And I'm telling you, she's going about it wrong, and she's probably one of those women who goes into things really fast, really hard, gets taken advantage of, and then has all this trauma and all this other stuff. That young lady needs to focus on herself for herself and not be focused on getting help to get a partner. That's not how that works.
I mean, you need to listen to. I think she's been going through that for a while. But let me put it to you this way: I think one of her biggest issues is that she's praying a selfish prayer. I think she's selfish. Hey, what's going on, Nigel? Because when she talked about, God ain't giving her what she wants, I'm saying that she talked about prayer and praying. So I'm thinking if she's praying to God the way she's talking on that video, she ain't going to get a damn thing because all she was talking about what he's going to give me. She didn't say a goddamn thing on what she would do for the man that she's looking for. Not one word. At least the other chick at least alluded to the fact that she wanted to learn to be in a partner when she used the word partner too. So she is missing it from the standpoint that she is thinking it's all about her still. And I think those are the vibes she gives off to whatever potential candidate she might have.
But you know what, Arpain? If I'm a single man, you give me girl number 2. And give me girl number 2 and watch what happens.
Yeah, but the thing is, Arpain's actually kind of right on the nose because if you watch her in interviews and things she has to say about men and relationships and marriage and things like that, it is extremely selfish.
Which one, Andrea? Which one? The first or the second?
Pick one. Okay, any interview she's done, dude. I mean, first of all, why are you in a hotel? A cheap one at that. And second, TJ, figure out what you want to do with that camera, dude. Stop moving it around. Okay, the background's nice. We like it. Okay? We like the background.
You see what somebody say?
Get out of here! Just.
We like the new background, bro. We like it.
That girl come here fucking with people, boy.
Now the gang's on here.
What I'm saying is that it's selfishness has no place in a relationship. Nor a marriage. You can't be selfish and
answer the question. Answer the question, Mandrell. Do you think your wife, Mandrell, congratulations again on your marriage. Do you think your wife is your partner, or you think you're the fucking husband and she's the fucking wife?
I'm the husband, she's the wife.
You're the leader, right?
Yes. Yeah. So, the responsibility is on me. If shit goes bad, guess who has the answer for that?
Goddamn right.
So,
if shit goes bad, if shit goes south, who's she gonna look to? Me.
Oh man, look at this shit. What's up? Yeah, everybody rolling in, man. And let me ask you a question, BMU. You said that you would pick 2 over 1.
Absolutely.
Okay, why is that again?
Why do I keep them pulled down when I turn my camera off? I mean, stop.
You know why? You know why?
Yeah. Tell me.
Because she would eat out the palm of your goddamn hand. Once you dominate her, and she knows the kind of man. See, she messed with them white boys, the ones in the canoes and the ones running from raccoons and shit. She fucking with the wrong ones.
Who is?
She need to get her one. She need to get her a tray.
Who is?
Trey will fold her hands like a lawn
the second
chair.
one? I didn't see that.
Absolute. Trey will fold her.
Yeah, I didn't see any of that.
And Trey, guess what? A month from now, she'll be bringing Trey something to eat while he on live.
Okay,
that sounds just like true.
You don't think the first one is trainable?
And here's the thing.
Well, hold on, man. You don't think the first one is that? Wait, before you go, man. You don't think the first one is trainable?
Fuck no.
Oh man, I disagree with that. But go ahead.
You know, BM, don't like black
so already dipped.
I'm right here. No, I'm right here. It's just they got this weird thing going. Like when you kill your camera, it pulls.
That's BMU setting. You got to set that way.
Yeah, it keeps you from whipping your meat out on the stream, bro.
Yeah,
but I'm not. But he knows who I am, and I'm not.
I know who you are, but it's set for everybody.
You can have a breakdown at any moment, Mandrell.
Not that kind. Not that kind.
That's a fact. Absolutely.
No. Listen, I'm not Daryl Long. Okay, I don't Kirk out on camera like that.
Hold on, easy money.
But you are light skinned.
That doesn't mean anything.
Okay, wait a minute. Go ahead.
You know, black men with filter don't like black women. That ain't the fact. That ain't the point.
That's crazy,
right?
Man, you get up here and you be singing to the white women. She's your
Tell you why I sing to them. Because right now I can go out and get a black woman and be the man that I am, and she'll run. You know, she'll be mad. She'll be upset. Go tell her friends. Try to manipulate me. Try to get my money. But when you get one of them white girls, and you stern with them white girls respect the black men way better and way. Listen to me. I've never been nowhere and seen a white girl say, "You fucking bastard, you nigga, you dark chocolate fucker." I've never seen it.
You ain't see Jonathan Majors running from that white woman, bro.
I ain't never seen it, right?
Jonathan Majors had an issue with one.
Look, I ain't never seen it neither, but I'm just telling you, your average black dude, he not only going to get called the dark chocolate so-and-so, he going to catch a hard R. I'm just saying, like, y'all ain't ready to date out. I'll tell you that's off rip. So don't think you going to find a white girl and it's just going to be cool with you being the bum that you is. That shit's cute for a little bit, and as soon as it's not, like...
Go ahead, Reckless. Listen, we got a couple. Reckless, you can go next, and then Trey and my man World Class can go. Go ahead, Reckless. What you got on the topic, man? You was talking.
I just came up here because it's always a circular conversation. It's like the way that you interact with women is the way that you interact with women. I understand that like Easy Money and a lot of these cats in these spaces get to come up here and LARP in these boxes and say whatever they want to say. But like the reality of the situation is women interact with men where they're at, generally speaking, based on where she slots you. And then it's your decision to either accept the way that you were treated or move along. The problem is most of y'all don't have the options that you say you do. And then you're trying to bend a woman, the one woman who gives you some attention that can dog walk you around the block, to your will. Never going to happen.
Right.
Because you ain't got it like that. You can't replace her.
Never going to happen. And here's the thing, though. You can't.
Mandro, it was an order. It was an order.
Yeah, I am the order. Well, shut up. I am the order.
Your height not even the order. Okay.
Hey, listen, I told you to get back to doing what you do best. Now, unless you over here ready to slide on fuck me.
Dumbass.
Let's look, figures. I'll turn it up for the hoes.
I'm fitting her right now on this Alabamian.
You got main character syndrome.
Okay. I think you
main character syndrome.
Bro. Go ahead, Trey. I think you came up before World Class. Go ahead.
I don't know what the topic was. I just saw y'all chopping it up, so I said I'm gonna come up here.
Hey, we went through a couple of videos.
But I will say this though: white women are better. White women are absolutely better. Every statistical category, break that shit down. White women are better.
Exactly.
White women are better with money. White women don't have as many single parent homes. White women are better. Shit. Black women lead in eviction, bankruptcy. They lead
student loan debt.
Student
loan debt.
So Trey, to be correct, black women are better at some things, such as eviction and student loans.
No, it's the reverse. It's like NBA stats. If you lead the league in turnovers, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. You lead the league in turnovers. It's a bad stat. You don't want to be at the top. You actually want to be at the bottom. It's like golf. The lower the score, the better. Right? The lower the score, the better.
Y'all cut up.
No, ain't no kick Trey ass off nothing. First of all, that's the problem. You motherfuckers don't like facts, and this is where black women get fucked over time and time again because they don't like objective fact. What I said was not my opinion. What I gave you was facts. Go look it up. And there's new data coming out talking about how women aren't nurturing. And how many babies they're deleting, and how many elderly they're deleting.
Yeah, I've been saying that for 3 years.
Nurturer now.
Hey Trey, real quick. I work in the medical field. About 5 years ago, the National Nursing Association they got a publication, and they released a study that stated that, to your point, about nurturing. They released a study that the majority of patients prefer a male nurse because they are more caring, more understanding, and more patient than the female nurses. And I'm telling you, because I work alongside these raggedy bitches. These are some of the worst motherfuckers.
Why you gotta say it like that, man?
But Trey, I seen
some raggedy bitches. That's why.
All right, before okay. So Trey, are you finished? Let my man World Class go say a couple of things. Then we get to the new guy.
What's up, Neil? It's not my fault, because I know he about to blame.
It got to be your fault because there's nobody else to blame your cop. But here's the thing, right? So I've been saying what you just said, Trey, for 3 years. Like, not only did I say they beat children, the most black women beat children. I'm not really trying to drag on them because I do not find white girls attractive at all, not even a little bit. But I speak, y'all know what I talk about. I talk about the motherhood, and they abuse children, delete children the most. And what you find is what you just said: the elderly, they mistreat them and cause them, early term much more often. They're the number one in the country. And I know this because my grandmother did assisted living. I got a lot of nurses in my family. And yeah, they're very violent to old people as well. And this has been a thing that's been going on for a while. The only thing I say similar to that is this. They have those investors, and you got those feminists in the space that we talk about black men this, black men that. Y'all need to get the money up, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm saying the one advantage that the white man got over us is that he has a better mother. Never seen no white chick slap. Never seen no white chick slap a little kid across the chip aisle. Never seen that a day in my life. So, but they don't want to have this conversation.
Where
and I've been having. Say it again.
Where are you from?
Hold on, you the same motherfucker that just said you ain't never seen a black woman with an attitude. So you shut the fuck up, Easy Buddy.
Y'all deep in the projects. Damn, my bad.
Black man or Black David, bring up that if you do me a favor, please bring up that statement that I don't like women, because this is a prime example of why black women are failing. And
Trey, you hurt her feelings.
Yeah,
but
this is the
who said it? Who said it?
Who said Randy, I believe. Either Randy or Travel One of them.
Yeah, Randy don't like you. Travel One be trolling.
Yeah. Anytime you say anything that's factual about black women, they immediately go to your sexuality. That's the first. That's their immediate. That's their immediate thing. Oh well, you must not like women. You don't like women.
Yep. Oh, followed up with you gay, and then if you dating somebody who don't look like them, your mama black.
Your mama black. Yeah, I was about to say.
Yep.
I get.
All right.
I tell my mama.
No. Hold on. Watch this. So Randy says white chicks get slapped the shit out of. What did he say? The white kid.
Her local Walmart.
At her local Walmart. Did you call the police?
Bruh.
Nope.
So what you doing is, right? That's the habit that black females have. Y'all don't protect children, but y'all get y'all goofy asses on the internet. Maybe not you, and talk about what men doing. But there's nothing that black females are complaining about men doing that y'all not doing to y'all children 10 times more. And that's with the one conversation. This white against dark. I don't see any race of women beating the shit out of their children like I watch y'all. And then y'all get on the internet and complain about men are violent, men are dangerous. No, these children are fucking in danger around you. You delete 649 a day before they even get here.
So the least present, the males that are the least present for their children get to judge what women do?
Say it again.
The men who are the least present for their children get to judge what women do?
That's a lot.
No. Hold on. I got, baby, you know I'm here. You know I got this.
Okay, go ahead.
Easy money. What and who are you referring to, my guy?
Black man. Black men are the
Which
least
one?
present for their children.
That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
true at all.
So they got these people called white people, right? They put out the stats that this men who look like us are the ones that's most involved out of everybody. Were you aware of that? It's been pretty popular since 2020.
That CDC stat is if the man is present in the child's life. In terms of men actually being in their children's lives, you can't outdo 70% of Black children being born to single mothers. And even if you account for the ones who get married down the line, that number still is about 55 to 60%, where the fathers are not even present for their children.
Are you afraid of these facts you're about to get?
Says who?
Yep.
So
Says
these,
who? How do you get that?
Hold on for a second. Everybody, hold on for a second. Easy money. That 70% stat, you do know that 54% of Black men don't have kids at all. So let's put that there right there.
Listen,
y'all keep throwing that stat out there like 15-year-olds are men. 15-year-olds are men.
No, hold on. Easy money. That's true. You know why I know that's true? Because anybody who takes any time to go to Medium Man's channel, this guy put numbers down from 10,000 different sources. And man, the guy's a fucking genius with numbers. And what I'm saying is he just proved, and he only did this to prove Kevin Samuels, who has been saying that since he was running that thing. So those numbers are pretty damn close. 54% of Black men don't have kids. These women are having 6, 7 fucking kids with 10 different motherfucking dudes. Okay,
that's not true.
So how do we? How do we know? They're having kids with the same guys, but they're all popular guys.
So two things really quick. Two things really quick. Two things. We got to get this straight because our pain gave out some bad.
If we're gonna get it straight, then you should stop talking.
Easy money.
Mute yourself.
Because I want to add to what he said, so you can get both. So you can attack both.
Here's the thing, Easy Money. Nobody, none of these women that you cape for every time you come on these stage are gonna fuck you. I don't understand why you do that.
I'm not even caping for women.
Yes, you do. That's all you do is cape for women. That's all you do.
God,
and you have a wife.
When the last time you came for men?
Number one, you niggas be so wrong in this space. I never get the opportunity. I never get the opportunity to cape for men because y'all be on bullshit all the time. Just like
you claim that you niggas slid out between the gap and this team.
CDC told you niggas to wear masks, and you said that's not true. But all of a sudden, the CDC say Black men the most involved fathers. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What are you?
Easy money. My sister-in-law works for a huge hospital in Houston. I can't say it. Don't put her business out like that. She came to me. She said, "Don't get the big head. I'm gonna give you some information. Don't say my name on your show, but you can use it." I said, "Okay, cool." She said, "The women come in here." She said, "What's embarrassing to me as a Black woman married to your brother is that I go to work every day and I see these women and our sisters." She said, "Our sisters, they lead in STIs." And Black she said 60% I'm coming here leading the STIs. And she said, guess what? When the men come in with STIs, the number's probably 14 to 15%. So she said, you know what the problem is? 14 to 15% of men is fucking 60 to 70% of the women.
Amen. That's a fact.
No. That's a bad stat. You're just talking about the men who are coming to the clinic. We know most men don't go to the doctor and don't go to the clinic.
Where else would he get the stat from?
Okay, wait a minute. Hey, listen, everybody, hold on for a second.
That's the problem, world class. Too many people walking around here with shit and they're not getting treated.
Wait, Easy Money. We got a new guest up here, right? What's it, Neo Moses?
My guy.
Yeah, man. Let him get a chance. Hey, how much did you see? First of all, I'm gonna say this shit, okay? First of all, we came up here. This whole fucking live was to see how we can give women advice on how to get hits, and now we talking about all this shit, man. It's great, but let's just keep going. How much did you see, Neo Moses? What we were talking about, or just this new stuff?
I came in when Mandre was talking, so I was just listening. But everything is pretty much on point. I mean, everybody seems pretty much on the same page. Just it's not surprising, but we really got to dissect it a little bit more because the whole story of these women trying to be saying they need a man and they don't want to be selfish. It's a problem. It's not going to be talked about. They're going to keep saying the same thing every year until it's time to go. I mean, let's be real. They're not going to stop. And this is America. We're talking about the Western society. This is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you a question, and this is for everybody on the board, and we can go back and chop it up again. Does it make a difference that these ladies are asking for love, that they're asking for soulmates, whatever they call them? Does that make a difference, even though they might be in their fucking trenches and the amount of women and all that? Does it make a difference that they're asking? You can go first, Leo.
Well, but the thing is, they ask for something they haven't received in their life to understand love. And I'm gonna tell you something. I just saw a video by Patrick Ben David. He had a video saying he had a 10-year plan for his girl. He's like, we're gonna get married. We're not gonna build by Chappelle, no Louis Vuitton. We're gonna get you the ring after 10 years, $65,000. You know, after 10 years of marriage, they got to the ring after the kids was born, after they raised up. She said she didn't want the ring. She just wanted to go to Morocco, and that was something she had planned out 10 years. She didn't complain. They were renting. They were saving money. Bought a house in Florida. The brothers from Iran, in America, in Ohio. I'm like, yo, they're asking for love, but this the love right there. It's a man that leads. You don't want to lead a man that's loving you. You want to control yourself. You don't want a leader. You want to follow yourself. That's all they want.
Yeah.
Now, hold on. Now, I'm gonna fall back and let everybody cook because I want to. If somebody else want to come up, I'll move out of the way. But I will say this to follow up, just to add the extra part on what my sister-in-law said. She said that they lead in STIs, but then she said something that was so profound. She said a lot of the women that come in who are pregnant and they're single moms, she said in her eyes and their stats at the hospital, when they ask about the father, ask any information about the father, she said it's so unfair to men because some of these women are going out to the clubs or going out to parties, getting drunk, getting fucked up, and having one-night stands and don't even fucking remember who got them pregnant. Mm-hmm. So think about this. When she said I went in, talked to a young lady, we got her information. Do you remember who you had sex with? She said, I don't know. I was fucked up. I was lit. She said that's what they're saying. I was lit.
Black man, there's a video on TikTok of two sisters that went to Miami on spring break and both got pregnant. And when they asked them who the father was, they both said, we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
So how can you say deadbeat dads when the motherfuckers don't even know their daddies?
Yeah, y'all say dads are so important, but if we have the least amount of dads, like how are we really doing here?
What you still talking about that shit? With nothing
you just said it.
Because he argued like a woman. He
let him. Ask that goofy question again. What the fuck you just say? What you say?
Go ahead, easy buddy.
Again, the men that abandon their children the most have no right to complain about what the women who stay are doing.
So you say who will do that?
So white men.
Yeah,
white men.
Black men.
Nah, white men.
Black men are the least in the home.
Hold on. Easy, I'm proof of point. Arpain, are you in your daughter's lives?
Yeah.
Anecdotal. All right.
Oh, that's anecdotal. It's anecdotal. Oh yeah.
You and your kids' lives? Black Dave, you and your kids' lives? I see them every day behind you. Hell, you can barely get through a show without hearing your kids. RBN, are you and your baby's life?
My daughter's standing right here.
Okay, I got my kids here too with me. Trey, are you in your kid's life?
Yeah.
Oh, world class, are you in your son's life?
Absolutely.
Neo Moses, do you have children? I can hear you muted.
Unmute, Neo.
Not married, no kids.
Okay, damn. Well, you working? You good? You good? Okay, so you got 1, 2. Oh, I'm sorry, Easy Man. We left you out. I know you and your kids life. You're a great father. So that's
my kids are right here.
Exactly. 1, 2.
That's 100% success rate.
5, 6. Listen, 100% success rate right here. What the fuck are we talking about?
All right, we be in obtuse. I got you.
So success is obtuse. Okay, cool.
We be in obtuse. All right, that's cool.
You had something to say?
Yeah. No. In regards to your question, I mean, the way that I look at it, and I understand this is going to be a little bit ruthless, but as somebody who has options and can date people that I want to, do they deserve love? Sure, from a lesser man that they now qualify for, because the reality of the situation is these women got to go do whatever they wanted. They got to catch as many D's on the carousel as they wanted. And now that they're getting to the end of the road and realizing like, hey, work's hard. Putting in all these hours suck. I got to do this shit by myself indefinitely, in perpetuity, competing with these men that just don't give a shit about how many hours they're working. I went back to work this week with my ACL still stitched back to fucking together. You bitches can't compete. You cannot compete.
What's wrong with you?
You can't compete with me. So, because I'm insane, but the deal is this: you don't get to ask for somebody else to be accountable for the mess that you've made, and even if those women don't have children in tow, they've spent their entire existence to the point to now that they're online begging and crying, recording themselves, which is cringe as fuck, for love that they've trained themselves to not want. To eschew. They blew past all those dudes. There's always been women always have that guy that's like, yo, like, what's up? Like, what's good? Do you want to actually go out on a real date, not in the dark, bitch? No, I'm just gonna get busted down by Harry, Tyrone, Ray May, Man, and all them. Like, I'm just gonna keep getting run through. They blow those guys off. They're boring. They're corny. They're not the dude that's interesting until we've won.
Yeah.
Then they want to. Then at the end of the road, after they've caught every dick that they had a predilection of getting on, they expect you to come into the cum dumpster last and take care of the mess. Clean this up.
Come on. Easy
however,
he's talking about black women.
This is the worst of society. I agree with you, Reckless. But remember, I'm actually in the verge to actually start a channel to talk about men should just travel that are Christian, because I'm a firm believer men should not just stay in America. We got too many people in this world to visit and see. I firmly believe we got too many people out here to just talk about here's the place to find a spouse. And I think men should just be real with themselves and ask themselves, why do you feel so confined to this country and Canada? Exactly. This is not the place for everything. It's just a place to stay and look out somewhere else new. I'm looking at the South America. I'm not gonna say where. We like to follow people, right? But the problem is we got Japan saying they want black men. What is up with that? There's like a whole new a scenery out there. They're talking about we need you to repopulate with our country. What does that tell you now?
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Look it up.
They're not seeking out black men to have babies with.
Easy. They might not be seeking out you, but as somebody who dates out, I do know cultures that do seek out well-qualified, non-genetic.
I think I know what you better say than me.
Japanese women.
Please let Easy Money, Kate. Go ahead.
I'm not even caping. Like, y'all just making shit up. Like, so show me the article where it says Japan seeks black men to repopulate their country.
It's not fake. I wouldn't even lie to you, my man.
Show it to me.
No. I'll send the link right now. I just watched it yesterday.
So the country of Japan, through their parliament and their legislative stuff, passed a law that said black men to come here and repopulate.
You're terrible, bro. You are a terrible person.
That was passed a law.
It's not a law.
He's looking for a law. He's looking for a bill, bro. Come on, man.
The article said it's not a law. The article said that they're paying foreign men who are of color $75,000 per child to come over and wed them women and get them pregnant.
So this isn't a government initiative. This is some whorehouse doing this.
Oh my God, bro!
Easy money. When you go to say something isn't true, like what you be thinking about? Like you had no.
And oh, by the way, and
you are not lying with your kids in the car. Easy.
If we're talking about South America, Colombia and Brazil both have higher single mother rates. Both have baby mama rates higher than America. So good luck with that, my guy. Good luck with that traditional woman down there.
You know what, Easy Money? It's like you like to get slapped around, hit with a broom.
I think so. Man, you know what, man? You're a masochist like a motherfucker, man. For sure.
Yeah, he is.
I read.
Yeah, he like this.
I read. I like reading.
What you read? Where you get that from, man?
No, Easy Money is absolutely.
I think you read anime.
Colombia does lead in single mothers. He's absolutely right. But what he's also forgetting is that there are black women in Colombia.
Wait, hold on.
There are black women in Brazil. So we don't have to find black women here in America. There are black women in other countries who don't have children.
I don't have to go in South America just for black. It's varieties. Even Japan, they said the second most populated place right now with Japanese is Brazil. I could go to Brazil for a Japanese wife if I wanted one, but that's not what I'm looking for. Just saying. You say baby mamas, but that's not the case out there for all that in Brazil.
Japan has a very staunch anti-black culture. They love the culture that we give, but they do not like black people, and they do not like black dark people.
Easy. Have you been
incredibly anti-black. But y'all got it.
Have you been on the ground there and like just as an American gone there?
I read, sir.
Shut the fuck up.
So now I have to go somewhere.
That's literally the equivalent of going, don't go over there with the white.
Yo, welcome to YouTube.
I respect your ambition, Willie, but you got to have vision.
I lived in Japan.
Oh my God. Hey, hold on for a second, everybody.
And
there was a video with black people over.
There's a lot of mixed babies over there.
Hold on for a second. Easy money. Hold on for a second.
They don't like black men. And now you talking about
there was a video. Hey Trey, let me say this. There was a video with doing interviews with black people over in Japan. And not one of them, they had their foibles, but none of them, every one of them said it was a positive experience. They're living over there. So
easy Reddit though. They wrote it down. That Trump's facts.
Wait a second. We don't have to hold on for a second. You made a blanket statement that that almost the average black person wouldn't be welcome. They're in the diaspora with all the Japanese, and they're living over there, making a living, working, going out, partying, dating, and everything. If their existence was that bad over there, at least one of them would say, I can't wait to get out of here. These people treat me like shit. You don't have to have 100 people to tell me that. They're out there.
And you're saying that as an American, where we've been lynched and systematically discriminated against.
Well, but the Japanese was the one. The Japanese was the one country that the whites couldn't even fucking patriot. They were real Zionists. They ain't the same people as they were back then. Nobody is.
And they're so.
So what are you talking? They were xenophobic like crazy.
He read from back in the Oscar times. Bro.
Easy money is a plan. I'll let him show y'all.
It's a ton of mixed Japanese babies out there that the culture doesn't really care for, but y'all got it.
Easy money. Let me ask you a question.
And by the way, they're being raised by single Japanese.
They just had a viral song.
Oh my God. Easy money.
Y'all got
reading everything.
America doesn't have a colorism issue?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like it's the same thing no matter where you go.
No, it's not. It's not necessarily the same thing. But you're making a point that the Japanese culture has a problem with mixed children. Well, a lot of cultures have a problem with color. Brazil has a problem with color.
Yes.
That's nothing new. Okay.
Yes.
So is your argument that we should just stay here then?
All I'm saying is you can't talk about other places as if there's these great panaceas where all your troubles go away as a black person because that's bullshit.
Japan was talking about us.
But hold on. Trey, when you're done, can I get in on this?
Yeah. The women are better.
Y'all keep talking about every other race of women.
Let Trey finish, please.
Because they're better.
Then go get one. Why are you knock up a better one?
What do you think we're working on? Just told you. He literally just told you that he's going to go to South America and he's looking for whatever he's looking for. We literally just said it.
Hey,
bro.
Okay.
Like I said, man, you guys are being obtuse, and that's cool.
It's not being obtuse.
I'm gonna finish with this.
Yeah.
Cat Williams said something, and it's for you, Easy Money. You have a weird what's the word I'm looking for here? You have
uncharacteristic, but I don't think it fits in.
Obsession.
No, it does, because he said it on Shannon Sharp show. You have a weird thing where you like losers.
Yeah,
you like losers, and you're caping for black women, and they're the worst.
I'm not even caping for black women. You niggas just be talking dumb. That's not my fault.
No. I give you facts.
I never get the cape.
Still capable.
I never get the cape for black women. I mean black men because of y'all. Because y'all be talking goofy.
Not you're not responsible for your actions.
Japan is just welcoming all black men from America. So black American men just go to Japan and there's no racism, there's no anti-blackness. It's great. They blow you when you step off the plane.
Go ahead, Ray. Go ahead, Ray. Go ahead, man. You said you wanted to say something. Go ahead.
No, so well, I just think it's hilarious that he's talking about, oh, those people don't like you, as though every country you go to, they just put niggas in trees. Like, this is not even remotely real. Like,
that's not what I said.
So literally, you're talking about being obtuse. You're conflating inconvenience and rudeness to potential death. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. It literally is, especially for things that you read in fucking books. They're not nice to you. Oh, okay. Like, let me know when there's a lynch mob of Japanese people putting people in fucking trees, bro. It's not comparable. It's not. So the argument that you made in and of itself, you're talking about we're talking dumb. That's the stupidest shit I've ever fucking heard. That's like,
you know what? Just go to China, go to Japan. They love black people. There's no race.
Give you another comparison that's equal to what you just said. Hey, your house is on fire. Don't go across the street because they got some embers in their yard. It's bad over there too.
That's not even being obtuse, man. You smarter than that, Ray. You smarter than
you just like saying obtuse. Do you know what the fuck that means?
You're smarter than this, Ray.
Did you read that in a book this week and just start using it? Is that what happened?
You're smarter than this, Ray. I'm going to call you Raymond. You're smarter than this.
No, bro. Listen. The comparison that you drew.
Okay, everybody, give me a second. Everybody, give me a second.
Hold on. Like, what does that mean?
Like Trey is crazy.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay, man.
You don't know what you're talking about. Everything you say is from your feelings. That's why you're talking about reading books when I've actually stepped foot in Japan.
Okay.
About fucking books. I'm talking about.
I'm dapped up with the Klansmen. So what are we talking about?
No. This is the problem. You need to be quiet and listen for a second to somebody who actually has experience. I've been to Japan, lived there, and I had no issues with Japanese women. None. As a matter of fact, if I was a little bit older, I would have married one and brought her home. But I was young and I was doing my thing.
That's your fault for not knocking one up while you was over there.
You don't.
Oh man, come on, easy man.
I'm sorry. What
I said that's your fault for not knocking one up while you were over there. You got it.
You sound like a fucking idiot. Why would I knock one up? You're an idiot.
Why would you knock up a black woman if you don't like it?
We don't. Who here's knocked up black women?
All right. Hey, okay.
You do know you can have sex with a woman and not get her bitch. You do know that.
Trey, hold on for a second. Hey, everybody, hold on for a second.
Easy money. You're the retard.
Talk like that.
Let's hold on for a second. All right.
Let's wait a minute. Let's recalibrate for a second. Okay, because we can go back. Like I said, we're gonna come back into this thing already. Listen, I think this. This is the second time I tried to do this shit about talking about women looking for love, and we went all over the goddamn place. There's something triggering about women. It's easy money, Paul. He doing this.
About women who want love. What the fuck is going on here? But easy money. I came over here trying to do a good service, and you just throwing monkey wrenches all over the place. And this is getting all kinds of bullshit in the chat.
Arpain, and this got a question for you.
Okay.
She said, "Is there qualifications for these men?"
Which men are you talking about?
The men
for the ones going over to Japan? Yeah, well, yeah, they got to be black and they got to have a Johnson. Yeah.
No,
that's it.
No, that is not it.
That excludes you.
What's it?
Japanese women want men that come from strong families, that are intelligent, that are ambitious, that are hard workers, that are family oriented. Japanese women have standards too, just like Colombian women, Brazilian women, Thai women, Filipino women, and all the other women in all these other countries. They're not just accepting men because, oh, I'm black and I'm hung. That's not how it works.
Yeah, I know,
a lot of you motherfuckers would know that if you actually got out of this goddamn country for once and went somewhere and actually spoke to a woman other than the one that you got married to, who only knows America.
That's cute. I'm on my third passport, but you got it, boss.
Oh my god.
Well, that's sad.
But you haven't been to the place you were talking about.
You gotta come correct. The point is that you gotta come correct. That's what we're saying.
Why do you let you in the building?
So that's where it's at. So I mean, even in America, man, the guys who are on their grind, man, they have to be correct.
Lisa, you're a low standard. You always got some shit to say.
And this will say those women, they have low standard.
This is a 50-year-old woman who always got some shit.
Well, hold on. Time out.
Black David,
Time out. Hold on.
Trey.
Black David, let him finish. Y'all got
I just want to know how many Klan rallies that Easy Money been to, because I'm so this is interested to me.
This nigga said he dapped up a Klansman.
That's what he said. Y'all just keep letting that slide. What's going on with that? Why would you
like Uncle Ruckus' cousin or something?
No. So I worked at a place that was deep in the heart of Klan's country. And all these boys had to pick up trucks with the Confederate flags and all the symbols, I don't want to do the symbol, but you know what I'm saying. And I worked with him. I dapped him up, said thank you, appreciate you. He said no problem, boss. Keep it moving.
You appreciated him for their hard work.
Did you put an emphasis on the word
Since
boss?
I can only talk about the places I've been to.
Yo,
stop. Get help.
Yeah, Easy Money a plat. He definitely a plat.
They on your ass in the chat, Trey. They on your ass.
BMU. Remember you said I had to bring this dowry to the conversation to this myth about black women?
Yeah.
Remember what I told you about 85 to 95% of black women never qualify for the dowry system?
No.
But many other women from other ethnic groups will?
It will.
There's a big reason behind that. So let's stop the bullshit right now. There are more highly educated women who are not from the country at all. They will surpass black women in a million years and then some. Y'all don't realize that. Look at every freaking tech product you have in your freaking ass hand. If it's not made in U.S., shut the fuck up right now.
Damn. Never heard back.
Real quick, let me just make this last point, and then Hey, real quick, and then I gotta go get my kids. So patriarchy is a plague on our society, and for us to be talking about other places in the world where in Europe they have below replacement birth rates, in Japan they have below replacement birth rates, in Korea they have below replacement birth rates, and America has it. And it's not because women are going to university. It's because men refuse to set a standard and abide by it. That's it. That's my time. Y'all got it.
Oh my God. Feminist Easy Money.
Yes, he is.
Am I a feminist? Yeah, I'm a feminist. Why wouldn't I be?
He's an eighth wave feminist, dude. He believes in all the goofy shit.
His wife told him he had to be a feminist.
He's a big time with a pen.
One mic. Go ahead.
Was you raised with your father or not?
Yeah, he was around.
But was he in the house with you?
For a part, but for the divorce.
Shit.
How old were you when they got divorced? How old were you when they got divorced?
Yeah, they separated when I was about 8. But my pops was always around.
But your mom raised you the majority of the time, correct?
Between my mom and my grandparents and my dad, it was probably an equal share.
Boyce Money walking.
That's crazy.
Wow.
No, you can't do that one to me. I knew how to tie when I was 9. You can't do that to me.
I just wanted to ask you. No, my follow-up question was, what makes you so feminine? I'm sorry. What makes you? I swear to God, I mean that. What makes you want to be a feminist for the women? That's my question.
So I believe that women should have a choice in what they do. I don't believe that women should be subjugated by either law or by man domination or whatever. Women should have a choice to do what they want to do.
All right, great. You got what you wanted.
Hold on. Why can't women have a choice?
Easy Money. So if the world went to shit today, right? Since women have all this, if the world went to shit right now, are you coming over here with me, Trey, World Class, Reckless, Black David, Neo Moses?
No.
Are you gonna go over there with the Woman King?
I can't go there to you because you're in Texas, sir.
Okay.
I'm asking. No, you see, you know what I'm saying.
But Easy Money, listen, man. You said that they don't need to be subject to laws. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I said subjected to not being able to have their own credit cards and shit like that.
Man, you talking about shit 100 fucking years ago. We're talking about now. They got
that was 50 years ago, sir. That was 50 years ago, but you got it.
Why are you bringing up shit from 50
They all fucking dead, all those women back then. Women are the biggest consumers today. We're not talking about back in the day. We're talking about now. They got every right and more than you do.
No, they don't.
What are you talking about?
What rights does a woman have that I don't have?
Let me tell you, man. Women are being fucking coddled like crazy. Stop this bullshit. A woman
easy
just tried to
money,
kill her husband. She tried to kill her husband on fucking tape, and she got 3 months probation or some fucking thing, like 3 years probation. Nothing, no jail time, no nothing. Attempted fucking murder. And she's walking.
This is crazy.
I mean, stop.
Okay.
Stop
Easy money.
And Brock Turner raped a woman in the alley and got probation because the judge didn't want to ruin his life. I got this for days. What you want to do, Arfang?
I got a question. Easy money. If you call the police right now and say your wife raped you, what would they say?
They will come and do a report and they take her to jail.
Okay, now if your wife called and said, "Oh my God, Easy Money is raping me," what they gonna do when they get there?
They're gonna take me to jail.
Did you see the difference?
Yeah, they're gonna get a statement and take me to jail, just like
No,
sir.
What are you talking
about?
When they get there, if she called, depending on her volume, when they get there, they're gonna put them cuffs on your ass and they're gonna tell you what Trey been telling motherfuckers for years when he was an officer. Watch your head, sir. And they're gonna put your ass in the back of their fucking car. Yes or no, Trey? Yes or no, Trey?
Yeah, Easy Money doesn't work that way.
Okay.
That's
officer right there.
Not how it works.
So they give me a concussion on the way to the station. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. They ain't gonna give her one though. If you call and say
you'd hope for a concussion.
And you deserve it, don't you, E-Money?
If I did the crime, yes, I do.
But if she said it, and they showed up, you deserve it, then, right?
I gotta go get these babies. I'm out.
He ran away from the argument. He got beat on too hard.
It was good, man. He's giving us relief.
All right, it's time for the minute talk.
And he was in rare form today, man. So he told us something, man. I didn't know he was such a feminist like that.
Not my fault.
Hey, did you see that video I sent you, BMU? Did you see that video?
Send me one.
The one, yeah, I sent you a video on Fugazi, the No Fugazi podcast. If you think Easy Money was bad, Easy Money was bad, we got to do the show now. I might do it next Monday.
This dude said black men. I just took one excerpt out of it. I'm gonna chop it up real good.
Me too.
He said black men do not plant the seed in women to have babies. Listen, Trey. He said what we are is, what did he say? We are
the women created us. Let me tell you, you got to listen to the tape. He said, if you look at your penis and the seam that goes from your balls to the tip of your Johnson, that used to be a woman's vagina. And it just, so she decided, somehow miraculously that to make you a boy. And I mean, I don't know how the brother from No Fugazi was able to go through that goddamn interview with this dude without losing his shit. You gotta see. Hold
on, Black David. Neo Moses. Thank you for that, brother. Neo Moses put in the back chat what Cat Williams said. You have an unnatural allegiance to losers, and it's not like you.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yep. Thank you, Neo Moses. I couldn't remember, but that's exactly what I was talking about.
Best quote of the year. Best quote of the year.
That's the quote of the year. Damn y'all. All right, go ahead, Black David. Oh shit. Ooh, y'all got me crying.
That guy who say that nonsense had to be a complete high school dropout. He doesn't study biology. Don't pay attention to instruction.
But I told him earlier. He told me I was playing sports when I was 9 and 10 years old. I was playing. I said, I did not put it in the chat. Nothing about you says sports. If you play football with us, we'll tear your fucking head off.
Hold on.
Oh my God. If I see Easy Money, hold on. Easy Money coming, it'd be real bad.
No, BMU, hold on. You say he plays sport. BMU, hold on. You say he plays sport. Give him that. Hold on. BMU, hear me out. He said he plays sport. I will give him that. Maybe it's double Dutch you're referring to.
Maybe. He said he was an all-star. Look, y'all. Now I'm gonna say this, y'all better not laugh. Mute your goddamn mics, goddamn it. Now he said in the chat that he was an all-star basketball player.
Who?
What generation is that? Back in no basketball?
Who said that?
I ain't never seen a basketball player's neck eat their head, bro.
I'm gonna go find it. Hold on. He said he was an all-star basketball player, bro. It's in the chat. If anybody find it before
they let the special ed kids play basketball and they get stars on their paper.
In the Special Olympic, he was all-star in the Special Olympics. That makes sense.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I put that short form video of that ultra simp in the back chat. So
you put it in the back. Oh, let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, I just put it there. You know, I mean, I sent it to you email, and I also have the video link to the description. So it's
our pain. You keep wanting to help these women. The real thing is we need to have a war against these simps. That's the issue.
Oh, I got one for that.
They must be eradicated
immediately. Give me a minute, RP. Y'all keep
talking
talking.
The women are the issues.
No, you. I hear you. I agree with you.
Trey,
I have one. I'm working on something like that. Like I said, the real enemy of the masculine man is not the woman. It's the simp, and their army is huge. And they ain't all punks either. Yeah, I'm telling you. I mean, you know, and they will be willing. This guy in this video is dangerous. If you listen to him, he's willing to die for what he believes.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, but they got a leader, and that leader you cannot get rid of him.
Can't. You know what, man? You know one of the biggest.
Who's the leader? We cut the head off the snake. Who's the leader?
Yeah, who's the leader?
Exactly. You want to tell them?
I'm gonna have to cut it up because I don't want AI to fuck with me with they when they
you don't have to put it up now, but just do whatever you have with it. I just wanted you to be aware of it. I mean, the description, the No Fugazi full 28-minute interview is on there. What I put was
is this
just
a guy that's threatening to fight No Fugazi? Is this the same guy?
Yeah, it was a guy on there, bro. When I tell you ultimate simp, bro, he make easy money look like Pimp Lucius.
I'm
telling you, bro. He bad. It's bad, boy.
It's bad. It is bad. Hey Trey, you go crazy listening to this guy. Hey, Trey, you might not be able to get through. You can't hardly get through it. You can hardly get through listening to this dude, man.
I don't understand what these guys gain. I don't get it. Like I don't get what you gain by throwing your allegiance to women like that. Like they're not going to protect you. They're incapable of protecting you. They can't go to bat for you, right? They don't make enough money, so that they can't financially. Like I don't get it. That doesn't make any sense. They don't fight wars. They don't fight.
I got a theory. I got a theory, right? A lot of women, I call it RMOs, right? Random male orbiters, and these random male orbiters. They, even though they don't, the real theory is this, and I'll be quick. Most of us who achieve anything, among other things, one of the things we achieve our high heights for is the admiration of women. Now, be careful. I didn't say for women, but just for to be admired, right? So we can have a pick of the litter. The male orbiter, that guy his best might not be good enough for the women he wants. So he's satisfied to just be in orbit, just in case that one day she slips up and he can get in there. So a lot of women have those random male orbiters around who give them everything they want, you know, anything they want. So without any payback, you know. So, and there's men in there, man, that there's more of them than us. There's a whole lot more. There's more of them than us. That's why men are so hard for men to turn down box, because if you don't get it on a regular basis, you're not turning down an opportunity, no matter how bad that shit is for you. And even if you're a great man, these motherfuckers are weak, right? So we have enough men who do know the consequences, and they still diving in. So I don't know, man. It's just nature, I guess.
Mr. Pan, there's a quote that I remember thinking about hearing you talk. It goes like this: weak men, good times make weak men. Hard times make good, strong men. I think we have to understand during the good times, we're going to see the wheat and the tear from the weak men and the strong men, because there's a separation coming up right now. We're seeing this people pop like easy money. It's a problem. It is going to be a problem until Christ returns. That's all I can say. And a lot of ladies and them these men who come around them that make them feel good, they don't ever they see. The thing is, when you are challenging them to follow the things of a man's leadership role, is to let them know, hey, we're taking care of the things you require of us to do as men. Like, you want the quality of life, right? Well, follow our plan. We'll take care of it. We're not going to fight you. But the thing is, with us, we're not going to say and wait for them to change their mind. I feel like a lot of brothers are starting to realize this now. And now this year alone, it's just so many guys that's just fed up. Even in the church, they're leaving. They're not even dating in the church as much.
We've been leaving.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we've been leaving. You're right. I'm sorry. We've been leaving. And I've been noticing that. I've been noticing that more women are in the church than men, and they start realizing now, like, oh well, who's attracting you more?
Unless the church belonged to Pastor Gino Jenkins, way
Black
more
David,
men.
you took the words right out of my mouth.
I'm sorry, I gotta steal that one.
Is that if the pastor is following the Bible and doing it the proper way, men are in that church.
Yeah.
And Geno Jennings' church is full of dudes. They got a whole the whole left side is nothing but men.
That's an army.
Yeah. He got a bunch of men. I think it's because men, we adapt better with facts and reality. We want to hear the truth, especially if it is written. If it's written and I can go and find it, oh, we love that. That's great for us. Oh, well, it's here. Oh, it tells me what to do. It's right here. Great. That's why I love law enforcement. All I had to do was pick it out of the code. Look, you can't do this. It's written right here. You can't do it. It is what it is. You ain't got to like it. I don't make the rules. You know what I mean? It's written right here. So I think that's why the church, but if it's one of those pandering, women are God type thing, the guys are like, man, they don't say that nowhere in the Bible.
I remember Kevin did this, and this is the best. I think it should be one of his top 10 videos on his channel. Christian feminists. When I watched it, oh my gosh, it just made me realize he actually spoke on more than the pastor could speak in the church. And I'm just like, why is this American stuff not talked about how the feminist movement is in the church where we cannot even speak on this? Because you know why? You're losing dollars for members for the women. And then the singles aren't staying in there for the marriage because you know why?
Neil Moses.
It's for the couples.
I'll tell you from experience how many pastors I've confronted in New York City concerning that feminist movement. Here's the thing. I'm known to be a pastor buster. I like to bust pastor balls.
Yeah.
Balls. Me too. Meaning when they want to quote in the church, I call them out because one, I'm tired of the pandering.
Yeah.
I'm tired of the shenanigans because here one particular pastor did that really pissed me the F off. And tell me, guys, this sounds kind of crazy. You have a marriage retreat or a marriage program going on in your church, right? And you want to bring people to look up to who have been married long enough, right? What would the criteria? You have to be at least married for at least more than 20, 30, 40 years, right? It's not so? Those type of people to come and teach about marriage. Why would you put someone who just newly married, have not gone through the rope of marriage yet on the panel?
Title. It's all about title. That's all
Explain
it is.
that to me.
It's all about notoriety. It's a status.
What can you teach me and you just barely knew into the marriage realm? Like, did the Bible say to get rookies to teach people or to get
Nope,
I
it
don't
said
know,
go get the old women. Yep, it said to
Yeah,
go
the
get the
older
old women
women,
to go do it.
the Titus women, the Titus 2 women. They don't have that in the church. They don't teach them how to cook. They don't teach them how to be a good wife to their husband. They don't even teach them how to be able to be how do you save money for your household. They don't teach that. It's like America, it sucks.
I gotta say this. Most women out here can burn ramen noodles. Don't know how to cook ramen noodle properly.
Right. Well, but I mean, what do you expect? It's a sign of the times in the community.
Right.
I mean, back to the point of the weak men bringing about hard time. Weak men bring about hard times. It's not the first time. It ain't the last time. It's a cycle. It's happened multiple times before. If this time is so special, then like technically when Rome fell, Jesus should have came back then too. Like, because we've done this already. Anyone who reads a fucking history book, like this shit ain't new. The only difference is we have the ability to blow the entire planet up now. It's about the only difference is we have more advanced shit, which wouldn't be surprising if they find out that there's nuclear wasted cities over on fucking Mars. And we've done this before on another rock and we got to go back there. Like real shit, most likely could be a probability, but
not gonna lie, that would be pretty cool to find out.
It's the cycle. So when you're talking about like, why can't we, real men do not want to follow weak men. Like it's literally repulsive to submit to somebody who you're like, I could spin your fucking head off unless you're paying me. If you're paying me, we can talk. But like, well, yeah, because CBN, you could probably, if you freaked out at work, you could probably take out your entire office. You still go in there and listen, don't you? Shut up. Listen, you will submit for money. I mean, it's just what it is. It's the truth. So you're seeing that divulgence of when you get to that level of pandering, yeah, it becomes repulsive. It's like, what are you doing? Preacher in here smashing everybody, and like that's why everybody likes him. They're blatantly lying. This shit don't add up. Why am I here? I'm gonna not be here.
To your point, to your topic, in order for us to really truly help these women, we got to deal with the simps and the panderers first.
Yep.
We got to deal with them first before we can get to the women. Because
how you propose to do that though? How would you propose to do that, Trey?
I can't say what I would do on the air. I don't want to get it canceled. I don't want to get it canceled. What I would do.
I wasn't trying to trap you into saying something. I was just saying.
Trey, let me say it. Let me say the unpopular thing, bro. Let me say it.
Arpain, do you remember the conversation?
I'll say it.
About the homosexuals and the bridge. Remember what I said about them? Okay, it'd be something along those lines.
Oh, okay. So never mind. Mine wasn't that bad. Just breed them out. Literally. Like if these women, like that's the thing that I'm saying. Like this isn't, for me, it's not an argument because I believe in first principles. If we don't fuck them, they stop breeding. And then it's just going to be the weak breeding amongst the weak, and all the rest of us can go be somewhere else away from them, and eventually they just don't exist anymore.
But now we're talking about numbers then, right? We got idiocracy going on. So when the people who know better have one kid or two, these guys are, they're loading up they got 5 or 6. And so it's a numbers game. So the attrition is not on our side.
But if I recall the movie, it actually only happened in the U.S. So it
I'm just not forget about talking about. I mean, I'm just in general. Let's just keep it general. The fact is, there's more people born into that lifestyle than there are people who can take care of their kids because they're not having that many babies, even though they have the money, the wherewithal. How many people, how many real people, unless they're really religious, have 5 or 6 children? They have, and putting them in a household. They have 1, 2, maybe. And we have a lot of good people who are deciding not to have kids at all. Yeah. And they say it publicly,
Arpain, in India, if you weren't wearing your mask, they just beat you. So
in the street. In the street.
If we detect that you're a simp and a pander, we should just beat you like they did. How you doing in India?
It's not just India. It's also in the Middle East. Middle East don't play around. They got a very strict code for the society.
I'm just playing. I don't know if we can breed them out. I will tell you this though. It is becoming a problem. I asked a woman the other day how many men voted for the right for women to vote, and she was literally stuck on that question. She couldn't get it figured out. And men, everything that these women have is because there's a certain group of men that keep giving it to them. We keep giving them stuff. Right. It's not getting better. It's not getting better. We're not making it better. There is no such thing as equality. Men and women are not the same. We are not equal under any pretense of the phrase or the question. It doesn't make sense. And if you want a strong nation, and I'm telling you, 200 years, America will not be what it is. This will be one of the weakest countries on the planet because the men will be weak. There will be an abundance of weak men in this country. And here's what I predict. And none of us will be here to find out, but this is what I predict. I predict that all the stronger men, guys like Neil Moses, guys like me, we're going to move and go to other countries. And when you start breeding in other countries and you start breeding stronger children, these other countries are going to get stronger. And they're going to wind up overtaking. Now, I don't know how long that may be 200, 300, 400 years, but eventually you cannot keep this pace of having weak men keep breeding and making more weak kids. I watched a kid, he was soliciting outside of a store, which he's not supposed to do. Every woman that walked up to him, she gave him some money. Every man walked right past his ass. Because our mentality is get up and get a job, right? But every woman stopped, wanted to help him out, even if she didn't buy anything. She gave him something, right? This is what's becoming of this country is that they just attack the women. Just go after the women. The country can't last like that. It won't make it.
No, and it's on a steep decline. I know the military is. I mean, they don't even have men in strategic appointment.
I almost took the test to get in the Air Force, and I started looking at some things, started realizing what the stories feel like. The fighting is worth it for the money, or is it just the title for the people to know me as a vet? I'm just like the risk I'm taking with this times. I'm not even for that. I'm just like Air Force. Sorry, I couldn't even do the test. I let it be. I said I'm not going to join the Army. I thought about it, but it's just not for me. I feel like I was going to be a part of it for the 4 years, but no, not with these times. It's not worth it because everybody's like telling me the same thing. Like, what are you fighting for now at this point? And the government doesn't even understand what's going on with themselves. So, but our pain, I just sent you that link in the back chat because I wanted to show you what I was mentioning from Patrick Ben David. If you could play that reel, you'll see what I'm saying. And y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. It makes a lot of sense.
Okay, I got you.
Cool.
Is it time for a civil war?
Oh my God!
Is it time?
No, it's time for a migration.
Migration.
War.
Yeah, I mean, America. There are so many levels of instigating a brain drain. Like they're almost telling you, it's like, hey, you better have something set up somewhere else in that passport ready.
Well, that brain drain have been going on for long enough. Or didn't I, Kevin Thor, mention that a brain drain have been going on for a while now?
Yeah.
How often have I been saying this, that black women do not pay attention to a certain demographic of men, aka nerd, aka highly intellectual, highly educated men. They stand for the dumbed down, good for nothing, layman, no spinal cord, no backbone niggas. They say they can't find no good men. Yeah, there are good men out there, but you're not on their freaking radar. You've never been on their freaking radar. The only time you wanted to be on your radar when you effed up. You got tortured. Unless you're looking for another boy walking. I think that's what you're looking for, another boy walking to marry your 3 or 4 kids.
Oh, moist.
I'm still kind of shocked that there's a man out here wanted to marry a woman who got 4 kids, about 4 baby daddy. I'm scratching my head like, tell me this is a joke.
Well, no, I mean, you could look at him and tell that he was going to do that. He's a dysgenic fuck. Like, what do you expect?
I'm shocked about that.
Like, what level of confidence do you think? Do you think that Boyce Watkins had women beating down his door outside of the fact that he has money?
But did the girl that turn him down while he was in college?
100%, and that's what makes it even better. She spun the block. She was like, "I'm gonna go ride." Exactly what I said. Boyce Watkins is a living representation of exactly what I said earlier. She went and did exactly what she wanted, curved that dude the whole time, and then said, "Oh, my life is a fucking mess, and he's rich now. Hey, little milk dud, come on over here, save me." And he did, because that's the best. That's the best he could do.
All right, gentlemen. So listen, we gotta go ahead and get some final thoughts going here because we gotta make way for Embrace the Grace in less than a half hour. So what? Go ahead, BMU. Oh, no, I mean, go ahead, CBN. I'm sorry.
I'll make it simple quick. Black man with education who got a strong head on the shoulder, get your passport, move out of the country, find your better raised woman. Make sure you're properly vetting them through their family. Don't do it you know what over here. Real talk. And no, the black women are not highly educated, the one outside the country. If they were, they would have had a high tech job a long time ago. Stop that bullshit.
Now I will say this before you close out our pain. Thank you so much for hosting tonight, guys. Please go and subscribe to our Pain's personal page, as well as subscribe here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It was a great show tonight. Next up, we do have another show, Embrace the Grace, with Mayhem Monday. So you already know what that is and what that's going to be about. Her title tonight is Delusional Ass Women. So she's going to be speaking about delusional ass women. So guys, that'll be in the next 17 minutes or so. Embrace the Grace will be going live. She will have a panel just like this. Guys, please come over and support her. Hit the like button, subscribe button, get on that panel, because you're going to hear it from a woman's perspective. And I guarantee you're going to see some of those queens coming there tonight. You'll see Tahid come in there. You're probably going to see some other women come in there tonight. And it's going to be a Mayhem Monday. So guys, tune in at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and enjoy the show. And again, thank you for supporting Mr. Boomer with our pain tonight on the Black Men Unfiltered Network. Thank you guys. Peace. Go ahead, Black.
Go ahead, Neo. You go ahead, man. Go ahead, Neo. You up.
No, I was just going to say thank you for having me on. I appreciate this opportunity, guys. I hope to come on next time again. You guys had a great topic today. I'm glad to join you guys, and everybody have a great night. Thank you.
All right, man. Thanks for coming up. Go ahead, Reckless. What's up?
Hey, the only way forward is to adapt. You evolve or die. We're going to leave it at that. We'll keep it simple tonight. Great show, R-Pain. You've been having some good conversations on here, man. Happy I caught you.
All right, man. Thanks for coming up. All right, Trey, go ahead, man.
When you have a small child and they're crying and acting out and throwing a temper tantrum, typically you just leave them there and let them figure it out on their own. Black women are having a temper tantrum, they're acting out and they don't know what to do. It's time to leave them on their own. It's time to go across the waters and find better women, because there are better women. You are not subjugated, you are not subject, you are not confined to the United States borders and to deal with the women in this country. There are beautiful women all over this planet. Go find them. And unfortunately for Black women, there are women that are better than y'all. That's just how it is. That's how it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. Deal with it. Fellas, you don't have to stay in the United States. Go elsewhere. And I guarantee you will find what you're looking for.
All right. Hey, listen. So my last word, thanks for coming up, everybody. Hey, the chat was like on fire today. Everybody was moving in the chat. Thanks for coming over, everybody, supporting the show. Stay tuned for the next show as well. And with that, I have nothing else to say. Hey, listen, I tried to help the two young ladies, but, everybody seems that you guys are too far gone, but I still have hope for you. Anyway, listen, good night, everybody. And take us out of here, BMU with Black David. One of you guys. I appreciate it. Later.